And in fact, it just flies out of the hangar and hits a random building. And all you hear is, ah!
Christ, I killed somebody.
No! It's like the Wilhelm scream in the background.
Oh, okay, so what's happening?
And so the ship is flying off. Flo is wasting no time. He's just like, nope, 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 nope.
Too fast for me to use a jetpack.
So my
you can
cruisers,
start to follow, but yeah.
My fake Republic cruisers, and I'm assuming at least some fighters have now flown down, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not letting this fucker get off the planet.
Yeah, Flo is just like, nope, everything bad.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm gonna tell you, he's got the ship, and I missed with the missiles. But I'm jetpacking after him, I'm gonna shoot again.
So I now have basically every fighter and fake. I'm just gonna get as close as I can and just blow the fuck out of that fake rebel ship that has all those bombs on it.
Okay.
And I'm shooting missiles at the ship again.
So you're using the fake rebel ship to attack their ship.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to blow it up as soon as it gets close enough.
Okay.
And I'm jetpacking up and trying to...
Yep.
Next game, we're going to have to re-talk Force.
Oh, is there more?
Yeah, there's more. Okay, so first of all, we've always been confused on how this works.
Yeah, we've never, like...
Next game.
Now I'm, like, really sitting down to learn
We'll fix it
how
next
those
game.
work.
It's fine. We will develop things as it goes. It's fine. Ooh!
Just saying.
And a ooh as in ooh for... Ooh... Is it for... I'm trying to figure out what for or against would be in this case. Ooh is bad for you guys.
Oh,
So it's
God.
ooh against you.
Yeah, it's ooh against you. Because you got a failure, 3 advantages, but you also got a despair. And that was on the bomb.
I hate you, Caleb.
So the failure, you miss. You miss the ship. You already know what I'm going to say the despair is on.
No, I know what you're going to say, the despair.
Do you implode on yourself?
No, the despair goes towards basically bombing a entire like apartment complex.
With a rebel
That
ship.
doesn't make me feel bad, I'm a Sith.
With a rebel ship.
Yeah. Were you worried it was going to be you? I'm not that much of a
No, I'm
monster.
not worried about me, I've got 20 more of
What
them.
were you worried about?
A couple 100,000.
What were you worried about? I'm curious now.
What was I worried about?
Yeah.
Don't do it. I was worried about hitting our own ship.
No,
It-
my ship's up in space.
Yeah, he's up in
Mine's
space.
down
Yeah.
above the city.
But yeah.
It would be almost impossible for that ship to blow up in like a single screw.
Oh,
Don't get
Shoots
the
into
damn
my
idea.
gears, gets into my reaction core.
But anyways,
and blows up.
yeah, it basically blew up and like you just see like
So basically, another rebel terrorist attack,
yeah,
or another.
a worse one though.
Right. Do you see why this is good for me? You see why I sent the rebel colored ships?
Well,
on?
and by rebel
Or the
you mean Republic.
Republic. Yeah, I apologize.
Rebels don't exist.
Okay.
Well, they're rebelling
got-
against the Empire.
I finally got the
Technically,
rules.
you rebelled against the Republic, but you know
Semantics.
we'll discuss it.
Considering that the Empire,
We'll discuss it after the game.
Considering that the Empire is in major control
Mm.
right now,
Now, what do you want to use your
they're
advantages
rebelling
on?
against us.
I guess for your next roll, I guess would be the best thing to use it on.
Right, JP?
I would prefer if the ship they were trying to escape on was heavily
no
damaged.
longer the rebellion.
It's got. I'll give it some damage.
yeah, can I...
Look, man,
It-
don't metagame this shit.
It got hit. It got hit. Well, technically, GMs cannot. There is no such thing as metagaming for a GM.
Don't be an
Wait,
asshole.
can I not fire again?
You can, because you're still like
Story
behind them.
Right.
I'll say that they actually got hit a little bit, like in the crossfire of
Right.
it.
I'll just use my advantage to fire again.
Okay. Well, I mean, you were gonna fire again anyways. You're allowed
Yeah, I mean...
Advantage on the firing. So
to. Oh, okay.
I'm assuming. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm tired of blowing up. Why am I gonna flag this? Kinda wanna hit a ship I'm aiming at.
You miss.
God, dude. Why can't I just kill... I just want
And
to kill him.
now they're gonna. And at this point, they've managed to get somebody on the guns.
Oh, Christ.
and they're getting
Wow, look at all those rebels attacking my fucking city.
and they're getting closer. They're just getting closer to escaping. And actually, before they do that, they head towards an apartment complex. Actually, first.
Why?
Because they want me to blow up more people.
So actually, they're heading towards an apartment complex, and one of you don't know who fires at you.
Oh, probably Flo.
No, Flo's too busy piloting.
Oh.
I was screaming, like internal screaming.
Detonate all of you!
I thought Flo was your friend.
I'm pushing the big red button.
Hey, don't you have someone flying towards the fire? So, you remember that guy we sent down?
Let's
Yeah.
see.
It burned and
You're
burned.
definitely dead.
It's a B9 unit. Well,
Yeah.
You definitely got shot down.
we've already done
I got
this
shot
once.
Yeah, you're B9, the one you're currently controlling that's chasing them.
Um,
That's definitely gone. Do you have
Can
any?
Can we
Can I
also-
work
Where
back?
am I at?
Do you have any?
Say-
Do you have any?
At
that-
least one
that
of the
he
10
shot
that we've
down and
already sent.
exploded?
Oh yeah, you exploded.
Hey, at least
Huh?
one of the 10 that we've sent have made it to the hangar by now.
Yeah, you exploded.
To
Yeah, shot
to
down
the hangar that they left.
Yeah.
The one that they're no longer
At
at.
very
Oh, that's
least,
fine.
they're
I'm
at the
working.
hangar, if not already in the air coming after him.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
And
they're in
he
the
has
hangar.
one
They're in the
coming-
hangar.
yeah, when he shoots me down before I fall,
Where am
I'm gonna
I
work
at?
to hit. You're at the hangar.
You're still at the
Just go
hangar.
to
You
hell.
finally get to the hangar,
Okay.
and at this point, you see all the damage, and you're just like, "What?"
I'm gonna warp back to where he's that droid beside him,
Okay.
and then watch my other droid as he slowly falls to his death.
And that at this point, like all of the flying B9s come in, like Valkyrie style,
Bum, 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 bum,
And they're just
bum,
like,
bum,
orders,
Chase, give chase.
and so they go off.
Chase the ship. Shoot it
And
down.
because he got 2 triumphs,
So, okay.
we'll use that second triumph to take down one of those B9s.
So,
So
I am
there's 8 of
9.
them.
9.
So, by the way, knowing that this
9.
is going badly,
Because he sent 10 down.
But I'm controlling one at his feet.
no,
No,
he
no,
has a
no.
personal
10
one.
flying ones, I mean.
There was 10 that were sent as an
As
Oh,
like,
mission, and then he has a personal
Okay,
one.
Yeah.
I'm taking over his personal one.
yes. So there are 9
So there's
that,
9 left chasing.
not including you.
Not including me.
So, by the way, by now I have scrambled the entirety of my fighter fleet.
And you're like, you're probably like shooting at the city.
No, I would not be shooting this thing.
Not yet?
for one ship.
Not yet.
Not for one ship. No.
Can't detonate when I have control.
Even when they're about to pick up Bastila.
Still wouldn't be
That's
worth
the
it.
old bitch I was wanting to get.
I mean,
Why do you think they headed towards the apartment complex?
I knew as soon as you
So-
said it.
I would. What I would say is I would give orders to you and my B9 unit to return to your ship and evacuate the planet.
Okie dokie.
And I would begin firing on the general location of where where I believe they are now, because they're going towards an apartment complex.
Okay.
Where are my other 9 units? Are they getting close?
Oh, yeah. They're gaining speed.
What time do you get off the planet?
So, you successfully are firing at the apartment complex. So, it's going. You see it kind of crumbling apart.
Of course, I'm blaming this on the rebels.
Yeah.
As this is happening, I am sending out communiques of how the rebels are assaulting my glorious planet.
Let's hope nobody on the planet has, a telescope.
Why would they? Have we ever seen a telescope in the Star Wars universe?
Yes.
In movie? In canon?
If
Didn't
I
the
see
last
one
one
with
have
a
a
telescope, I can
telescope?
shoot 'em.
I mean, they have binoculars,
Yeah.
though, so I guess...
One that is
So if
powerful
I see
enough
someone
to...
with a telescope, I can always just shoot them.
So,
I've already killed enough people today.
let's see if they...
These
do
are
that.
assholes.
We're Sith.
Okay, so one of the pilot B9s manages to notice that they have the little area, the little walkway open,
Hangar?
And they-
Or
the-
yeah, never mind, go on.
the little walkway for the ship that they're flying, and they notice like Bastila walking in and a bunch of other people walking in, and then it closes real quick, and then it starts flying again.
But my
Your guys are
men
firing.
still chasing and firing.
They're firing.
So I would give the order now to blow up all the B9s.
Well, you want them to get close. If they're not close enough already.
That's 10. At least one of you is going to supernova
What not?
or black hole.
You're gonna destroy.
manage to get a little. One of them manages to shoot a little damage at the ship, and the ship is just flying straight upwards at this point, trying to get to the. Trying to
going
leave.
through an entire fleet of fighters
Yes.
to do this.
Well, it's going the. It's not going towards your fleet.
Well, I'm not gonna send them straight down. You would send them to blanket the city.
But you were sending only. How much? I know you.
All of the ships that I had.
Okay.
Literally all of
Yeah,
them.
he sent the whole hangar down.
Okay.
I sent my hangar, any of the extra hangars that
Okay.
were on any of the other ships, all of it.
Okay. Well, technically, yours is the only ship currently above Terrace.
Oh, it is? Okay,
Yeah.
fine. And just my hangar. Which is still probably a couple hundred ships. I mean,
Yeah.
1,000 fighters or something.
Yeah. So, let's see.
I'm not a good person.
It's their turn.
No, we have to capture these bastards.
Kill them.
Another one of your B9s go down.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting tired of this.
That gunner.
These are really small, too. Like, they're like
He's
that
a good
big.
gunner.
They're flying at speed. This
Uh,
dude's freaking amazing.
Alright, well, since you ordered him to evacuate.
I love that I'm not telling you who the gunner is.
It's a
Because
freaking little girl, isn't it?
well, the thing is, because your characters wouldn't know who the gunner is.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the little girl, isn't it?
No,
Probably.
it's not the girl.
So, he's ordered him, or her.
Ooh,
Evacuate.
you lost 2 more.
Jesus Christ, dude. Are they too far away for me to warp to one?
Yes, they are pretty much almost like,
In orbit.
Okay, me and him are just gonna evacuate.
and they're gonna hit like the fleet at this point pretty soon. So at this point, yeah, you guys are probably trying to evacuate.
Huzzah!
Obviously, I stopped the bombardment at this point. I mean, there's no point.
It's just doing more damage to the planet.
Well, I stopped it. I mean, as soon as they made it away, I wouldn't have.
So I take it they escaped.
Hold on.
No, they have to escape my raft.
taking
There's
more
still
damage.
6 more of me.
Yep.
I was about to say.
And a whole fleet
Uh,
of fighters.
make that 4 more.
Well, I guess I'll just go ahead and rewrite this here character because it doesn't look like I'm succeeding.
Ooh,
I might leave you alone.
that was one of the B9's attack rolls.
Yes!
No, this is not in your favor.
Oh, come on!
You're an asshole.
You want to see the roll? You want to see the roll?
Wanna see the roll?
Put that garbage away.
You got a threat. You got a threat.
Can he self-destruct and take out the other units?
Yeah, I think at this point you're getting pretty close to them.
Yeah.
Pretty good idea.
So you want to go ahead and try your self-destruct?
On 4.
I don't have control of those other B9s.
Okay, well,
They would think
do
they
you want to?
Yes.
And at this point, they're pretty much like trying. The Flo is attempting a maneuver that is very difficult because it's Flo, and
Right.
he would do something this stupid.
He's a good pilot.
He's trying to go through the razor's edge of the fleet, like that's just above the orbit of the planet, and he's trying to just hit that small part, that little pocket that they're not completely guarding, and he's going to try to go through them that way, because that's a Flo move. It's such a Flo move.
It is a flow move.
It is a flow.
Yeah, just blow up the fucking B9s.
Okay,
Do it.
let's see. So that's 5 yellow.
Times 4.
Yeah.
I'm a destiny against them. Oh. It
Okay.
wouldn't really matter.
Let's see. So I know what that's going to do. I already know what that's going to do. So,
Fucking bullshit.
yeah.
They took it.
How
The
the fuck
BU
does one plane escape me? I killed 2 gods!
Technically, my superior planning killed one of them, but yes.
True. It was still my bomb.
The B units destroy your fleet.
Okay, so here's what happens. All 4 miss. One of them ends up actually hurting your fleet and creates a bigger hole for Flo to fly through.
Of course my bomb helps that fuck get away.
And the other one, just as they're going into hyperspace, creates a black hole.
There goes the planet.
Am I still on the planet? Are we still? Am I still have one on the
At
planet?
this point, wait. Quick question.
Send me to the planet.
At this
Send,
point in
send the
time,
P9 to the
do
planet.
the anti-monk exist? Because I'm going to try and destiny point some bullshit here. Where I'm going to teleport me.
Do you want to just use the destiny point for not a black hole?
Yeah.
You
no,
could do that.
No,
Yes.
black hole it, but just let them survive. Destiny point for them to actually
Look,
successfully
Malak is
escape.
basically a god at this point, right? Sorry, Scion.
A little bit. Yeah.
Can I destiny point me trying to negate the black hole?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
So
Well, would it,
Because I wouldn't want my whole
It's
planet
fine.
to be destroyed.
they still got some dark side ones they can use, so it's fine.
I wouldn't want my whole planet.
Yeah,
to
we
die.
haven't used.
yeah, I mean,
But
but
why?
it's
Yeah, you've only used one so
you
far.
can always blame
so-
it on the rebels.
Yeah, but it's a planet.
It's an entire planet. He doesn't want to lose the resources.
Full of people and resources, which people are resources at this point. but-
Yeah. So, anyways, all right. So you managed to stop the black hole using the Force,
Thank
but you also still lost the ship. But they did take damage. So
Oh boy.
because of the black hole starting to form.
Darn.
Can we track their leaking, what I'm assuming, leaking whatever fuel these ships use?
They're going to a planet you will not be able to stop them from.
That's what you think. Because you don't know what's been happening.
Anyways,
We need to tell you
Yay,
about.
screen time.
Dantooine time.
Yeah, I need to, by the way, tell you about the factory I've set up in his ship.
And what's been happening with them.
All right. Well, in the meantime, we're gonna cut away to letting him finally have gameplay.
Yeah, get some screen time
All right. So
so I can kill you later.
Flo manages. So basically, after a little bit of arguing, Flo is convinced to land on Dantooine,
Okay.
which is a
You
Jedi planet.
laughing about
Yeah.
You're at least there, you're at least gonna get tortured.
So so everybody's taking the Dantooine. Bastila meets up with. So Bastila walks over into the council room where you're there,
Okay.
and so you see Vandar,
I'll just
who looks like a
destiny
Yoda
point
species.
against
Vrook, who's a human.
Because you know that I'm a great
Think Ed
asset.
Asner.
I'm gonna live through this.
And then you got.
If you rip me away
But with,
from the
like,
Force, I'm
missing,
not an
like, in
asset
this-
I
anymore.
can give
top.
it back to you.
So he's got more of the side thing going.
I'm
You got a Twi'lek master named
gonna have the same.
I forget his name honestly. He's in the comics.
Okay.
And then you also have
You're gonna lose
Dork,
your position.
Master Dork.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
Bastila says, "Okay, look, Gius is with me,
Okay.
He kind of nerfed you a little bit.
and I mean you guys know what's
Because
going on
there's
with
no
that.
way
Yeah.
we were succeeding and all of that.
So
Guess he's been DMing.
I think it's time we trained him properly,
I agree.
and that we started
Y'all should
our full plan to get rid of Scion."
Science should also
I'm gonna
realize
have
that
to
was
deal with
hardly
him.
within my control.
So
still failure.
it's time we dealt with him
Way out of
because
my control.
Terrace was
Way beyond
almost
my
completely destroyed by him
abilities,
in his
still a
attempt to
Force
stop us,
user.
Should have done better.
and he's blaming it on
Try
us.
harder.
Can you do better?
It would. I
Probably,
wouldn't put
yeah.
past
Go for it.
whatever.
Show me how
What
it's
is your
done.
name?
Scion.
Real name?
Mamat.
I wouldn't put it past Mods.
Uh,
Just know I will never call you Scion.
Bastila is just like, I think he's past the point of being able to be called that name. I don't think there's any redemption for him at this point.
True.
Basically, if I die, the whole
But-
universe goes with me.
I did kind of raise him.
Yeah. But I think it's.
Saved your
Plus,
life.
calling him Scion gives him dissatisfaction.
I think at this point though, we need to bring
He
in
saved your
Gaius.
fucking life.
We do.
So
He saved
Tomorrow,
your life as
we-
Scion.
we reveal to him his Force capabilities.
He
Yeah.
saved your life.
All right. So the next day, Bastila brings Gaius into the room alone, and Gaius is like, "So what am I? I was told by Bastila you guys wanted to see me."
We did. We believe it's time for you to undertake your training.
Really?
Training.
Jesus.
I mean,
I'm
Bastila
stealing this.
mentioned to me that I might be Force sensitive, but do you really think I could become a Jedi?
Damn, that thing charges fast.
I left
No,
over a
it's
rock.
25 watts.
and
that's
I aim it
sold
towards
into
it.
your phone.
He stops
I
it.
can't charge it like that.
Well, looky there.
$42 charger.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
So worth it.
and he stops and it drops.
Does that not hurt the battery?
I guess I could become a Jedi.
You are a
Click all the B9
very. You're not just
Fair
force
warning,
sensitive.
it's a great charger.
I think
Just about
we
anything.
can leave
Phone
it at that,
freezes
says
up, I'll
Vandar. I think-
reopen it.
Okay.
I think we'll leave it at you have the potential to be a very powerful Jedi.
With the proper training.
Yes.
However long it says.
And we think you should be teamed up with
Instantly
Solo.
after it gets done with that time.
Oh yeah.
Is Bastila a master by this time?
No.
Okay.
But it's like basically they're trying to set up that they go on the mission together because
Yeah.
something that I need to tell you. Basically, when that thing happened
Hey.
that created Gaius, basically Bastel and Gaius they became like connected.
Okay.
Using her force power.
Her, yeah.
Would I be able to contact Gaius through the force?
They're not connected, so no. In case you couldn't understand that, that was B9 telling you that you should help us out by joining our Patreon, which is linked down below. He also said that if you don't, that you guys will end up like Onderon. B9, I don't think we can do that. Beep, 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 beep. No, seriously, we can't. Burp, burp. Because. Burp, 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 burp. No, seriously, stop. Woo!